Hello, welcome to you all. I am Senthil Kumar, multidiscipline engineer. I am going to deliver my fourth lecture topic on wave. Earlier I took force, permeability, and then I took black hole, and followed with I am taking this fourth lecture on wave, because as I was diagnosed in the multidiscipline. So, with this wave, before that we are getting into the subject, and I will tell about myself. Please go through my website called www.senthil.sirc.co.in, and my sister concern website is www.successinventiveresearchcenter.co.in. Please go through it, and I will have a clear discussion of my inventive ideas on this topics. So, with this I will start the lecture on this wave. And what is a wave? At least wave, what is a wave? First question in this case, what is a wave? Wave is nothing but continuous trajectory of continuous momentum of this objects. Wave is a trajectory of continuous momentum of this object. Wave is a trajectory of continuous momentum of this object. So, let us take here, I thrown a ball over here, the ball will move like this, and if you take, this is a wave and this is particle. This we call it as wave particle dual nature. So, in this case the particle has moved with this aspect, this is the floor, and the particle will move this aspects, and it will, this trajectory will be termed as wave, and the particle which move is nothing but a particle. The particle of that movement taken place is nothing but a particle, and we have a mode. This we call it as wave particle dual nature. This we call it as wave particle dual nature. Here we can see both particle as well as wave in this at the same time. So, this will be termed as the wave, and even in this case, here the particle will move like this. In some aspects the particle will not move, the particle will move over here. With this parameter it will move here, and the wave will be moved as like this, because the particle will take a movement as like this, and the wave will be moved as like this. So, when it consider this, it will be as like this, and actually a particle will move from this to this place to this place. So, when it moves here, the wave will be moved as like this. You will get the signal. When the wave signal moves like this, it will be keep on moving as like this. When the movement, this we call it as the wave without taking a momentum, without taking a movement, and wave with taking a movement. The wave with taking movement, wave without taking a movement. Here we have it as the wave may propagate, wave may not, the particle may propagate, the particle may not propagate. Here the particle will be propagated here, and here the particle may not be propagated here. Let us take a water. This is the best example is water. This is ball on floor. So, this is water with the disturbance. So, this is water with the disturbance. This is what this is ball on the floor. When I throw a ball on the floor, the ball will move like this. Here the particle will move. Here the particle will not move. They will never move. The particle will keep on vibrating over the same positions, but the wave only propagated over here. So, this propagation of wave will be taking place until the whole energy has been destroyed, because by means of losses, or maybe by means of destructives, maybe the disturbance, it will be lost. So, until the wave has been lost, the wave will be keep on propagating in its trajectory, and this logic is common from the quantum logics, quantum principles to this entire space science universal principles. And one we have to realize by this case is energy can be propagated by means of wave. So, energy can be propagated by means of wave. So, let us come to this one and the classification of this waves. waves can be classified into different aspects based on structure and based on domain and based on amine. We will see the classification of waves. One is based on structure. Based on domain. Based on appearance. So, this is what we have classified based on this three aspects. When we take this first aspects, and we can say it as, we will be discussing about this first aspects. With this we have cross sectional waves. And then we have longitudinal wave. And electromagnetic. So, we have three different basic domain of separations, classifications. One is cross sectional based on this structure. Based on structure, we can classify into cross sectional wave, longitudinal wave, electromagnetic waves. So, with this we will see now clearly on this one. In this case of cross sectional wave or transverse wave. In this case of transverse wave, the wave may be propagated as like this. So, it is like ups and downs and downs. Surface of the object. For example, we have a water here, and the water will take place in the surface as like this. This is a water level. So, this we call it as, this might be happen in the surface of this wave, and even though it is happen here, inside the signal will be propagated as crust and trough. So, it will be with inside it is propagated as crust and trough. So, we can experience both the wave in a water. If I throw a stone on a water, in the surface I may experience this harmonic wave. But inside this water I may experience this crust and trough. So, this wave we call it as longitudinal wave. I may experience both the wave at the same time. Here, when I throw a stone on a water, it experiences this wave as like this. This wave I call it as, in the surface I experience this cross sectional wave or transverse wave. But at the same time, whatever the signal has been happened here, inside this the signal will be propagated with crust and trough. So, both of this wave will be possible at the same time. Okay. So, this is what about the cross sectional wave. The cross sectional wave will be come in terms of ups and downs, and it can be surface, usually it might be happen in the surface of the object, and this is like in the solid, and even in the object. If I have an object, it is a still object, if I throw any stone on any solid material, it experiences this vibration. That vibration is also some sort of, it's also called the transverse wave. Even though it has taken this wave, and if I have a very long object as extremely big, if I throw a stone here, it may experience a very small, very big wave. So, here it may be experience this crust and trough, and over a distance it may experience this one. So, the distance may be elongated based on the elastic component, Young's modulus. Based on the Young's modulus, it may the wavelength will be defined. Based on the Young's modulus, the wavelength will be defined, and we call it as an elastic property. So this, it is possible in the surface of this material, the solid objects, and also this liquid objects and gaseous objects. So this transverse wave will be in the form of ups and downs. Even though it is ups and downs, it will be propagating inside the material with crust and trough, like crust and trough. So this might be pressure, high pressure and low pressure regions. We call it as a pressure. We can measure it as in the mechanical, we measure it as a pressure regions. So it's like a pressure trough in that's inside the object, and the ups and downs in the surface of the object. It is possible in the both solid, liquid, gaseous components. So in the colloids, or maybe we can experience much more in this case. In the next aspect says, usually this transverse wave may be in this case of tangential vibrations. For example, it may be experienced this like this. The wave will be propagated in this, but this momentum will be within these regions. For example, I will have aspects, I have a propagation of aspects, the object will move into this direction, but the wave will be moved in this directions. So this is what? This is a wave propagation, and this is an object movement propagation. So the vibration, the movement of the wave will be tangential. The movement of the wave will be tangential to the propagation of these signals. The wave will be propagated here with respect to this. This will be not tangential to this. It will be orbit as like this. In this case of cross sectional waves. And then next we will go to this longitudinal waves. Longitudinal waves are in this form of crust and trough, and it is like a pressure and non-pressure regions. It's like a vibration of these objects. So we will see about this by now. Okay, so this is it's like the longitudinal wave will be propagated as crust and trough. So this is what we experience in this case. This crust and trough will be in the direction of this wave propagation. Wave will be propagated in this case, but this is also in this crust and trough is also in the same directions. Both of them will be propagated in the same direction. Both of them will be the vibration plane of compression and elongations may be taking place in the direction of this wave propagation. The wave will be propagated as like this. Within this trajectory, it will be compressed and it will be elongated. But here in this case of one, we should have to realize by now. I just forgot to tell earlier. So how does a wave can be propagated? For example, I have an object. I have applied an object over here. I have applied a force over here. This is a medium, and I have an object. When I experience this object, this will be bonded to n number of objects, and it experiences the bonding aspects. Bonding will be disturbed, so it will propagate to the neighboring object. And again here this is a first momentum. Again this will take a second momentum. Again it will take a third momentum, fourth momentum, fifth momentum. Likewise, it will be propagated. Based on this momentum, the signal may be propagated. That's what we refer it as a wave. Wave is nothing but continuous momentum of object. When it is experiences the momentum, there may be a structural changes. Due to the structural changes, it leads to make one systematic aspects. So it can be a compression, or it can be a crust and trough, or it can be an electromagnetic. So any of them might have been possible in this case of wave as concerned. It's nothing but continuous momentum. In this case of longitudinal wave, the momentum will be as like this. It will be momentum in this case. This is a momentum between these objects. So this object will be compressed and elongated. These two are possible at the same time, possible in the same aspects. Both of them will be repeatedly happening in this case, so that the wave will be propagated in these directions. Okay. So this, for example, some example of this longitudinal waves are sound waves. And if you throw a stone on a water, it experiences this longitudinal wave inside this water. So it can be possible in the liquid, solid, gases, everywhere it might have been possible. Sound wave is possible in water and also even in air medium. Usually it is best in this air medium, so it is also possible in water medium. And next one is in this it is possible, it is also possible in the solid medium, but it does not experience that much level, but it is also possible in solid medium. So, this longitudinal wave may have been possible in solid, liquid, gaseous medium, even every aspects. So, this wave will be propagated in this direction of this vibrations, and then we will go to the next one, and next one is electromagnetic waves. This will works on wave particle nature. So, this will works on wave particle nature. We will see how it is be possible by this case. Third one is electromagnetic. In this case of electromagnetic as concerned, it might have been possible by means of, this is magnetic, kinematic and electrical. So, we will have three kind of aspects. So, this is a wave propagation direction, and this is a magnetic field, this is the electric field of propagation. Here with this direction the electric field will be propagated, and this field the magnetic field will be propagated, and with this field the kinematic, this is structural changes may have to have been propagated. So, we have experienced both these aspects by this case. And next is this will works on this wave particle nature. For example, if I have a systems, I have a metal, I thrown a stone, I apply a force with the moment of apply a force. Here the momentum action taken, so that the whole metal will be vibrated, and it will be so this whole will be elongated with a little distance. So, but the wavelength lambda might have been extremely high, but if I applied a force with the liquid medium, it may experience the lambda might have been less, and here lambda might have been very greater, and here the lambda might have been very less. So, by this case of water the lambda is less, and by this case of solid medium like a metal the lambda is very high. But in this case of when I am applying the force, this wavelength, the whole object will become a solid one particular medium. If this object is tiny enough and it will take somehow it has lambda, and if I extremely less with more than the subatomic particles, it's extremely less more than the subatomic particles, we are not even been invented by this case. So, those kind of particles is extremely tiny medium, that will become the single medium will become a wave itself. The single object will become wave itself. If I thrown a stone over here, it will be move as like this like a ball. But if the object is extremely less, the whole wave will be dominated. In this case of solid, the object will be dominated. If the object is extremely less, more than the subatomic particles, here the wave will be dominated. So, it's like looks like a wave rather than the particle. We cannot realize the particle, but we can realize the wave. That's what. So, that's what we call it as it works on this wave particle nature by this case. Okay. So, next is we will going to discuss about this. It has both concerned. In this case of electromagnetic, it experience all three kind of motions. It like electrical, mechanical and magnetic. It has both of this field will be tangential to each other. This is 90 degree inclination, this is everything is 90 degree inclination to each other. So, when the signal has been propagated, it might have been propagated in all the three domains based on this. It will be propagated in all the three domains based on this different domain. It will based on the different permeability of the medium. It will take place in this one, because the permeability means inter-object force, that we call it as bonding of this object force by this case. So, that will decides that bonding aspects will decide this elastic property. So, elastic property by electrical, mechanical and magnetic. So, we may experience all this by this elastic property by means of bonding aspects as concerned with these different materials. So, the elastic property we call it as permeability Young's modulus, we call it as an Young's modulus, but it is like permeability will have close related to the bonding aspects. So, it might have supposed closely related to the elastic property. And so, this it is common for electrical domain and also magnetic domain and mechanical domain by this case. So, when I am propagating the signals from one place to another place, it may experience three different force, three different aspects, and this may experience as this momentum with neighboring objects. So, it might be in motor actions and generator actions, means Tablum left hand rule and right hand rule. So, this might have been repeatedly taking place by this case. When it is giving the signal, one will become act like a motor and another will become a generator. Later it will become a generator and it will become next one will be then motor. Likewise, the signal will be propagated by this case. So, like an electromagnetic momentum that will call itself. Here in this case, we have experiences the magnetic field and the electric field, both of them interlinked together by this case. If both the magnetic field and also the electric field will be interlinked, so that the signal will be propagated by this directions. So, usually it has a very highly diffractive property because of this electromagnetic momentum with the three dimensional aspects. So, it has wide range of fringes, wide range of bandwidth of refraction, and the signal propagation was drastically increased because of this electromagnetic the three dimensional it is propagating in this case. Okay. So, next one is we are going to classify into next domain next kind of classification by means of domain. In this case of domain as concerned, we may classify into three basic different kind of domains. One is mechanical, based on this one. First we completed the structure, and next we are on this based on the domain. Based on the domain, we may classify into three different basic types. Based on domain, we may classify into mechanical, electrical, magnetic. So, first we will see about this mechanical. Mechanical means it may be propagated by means of crest and trough, ups and downs, maybe an harmonicas like this, and maybe a crest and trough. So, this is maybe possible. There will be, as we had discussed earlier, we have a water, when I throw a stone, in this case it experiences the harmonic wave, and at the same time it experiences the longitudinal wave over here. So, it has combination of both of these waves. So, these kind of waves may be, this mechanical wave may be its structural wave, structural aspects, and it can be propagated, it might be it can be happened in surface, and also it can be happened inside the objects. And these waves, in this case the wave may be, the particle may be propagated, and the particle may be propagated, and or the particle will oscillate over here and the signal may be propagated. There will be two different kind of propagation by this case. One, the optical can be propagated, and this one is optical may not propagate, the object cannot, one the object can be propagated, one the object cannot be propagated. In this case of object propagation, the signal will be moves as like this, like an harmonic or maybe anything, and in this case of optical may not be, it stands on the same position, it makes a vibration, so that the signal may be propagated. Like this is a best example for water, and this is best example for throwing a stone in this case, and this we call it as. Even in this case of some aspects, vibration is also, if I have a metal, if I throw a stone on this case, it experiences some vibrations. This vibration is also some sort of wave, and its lambda may be extremely high, and here the particle will be dominated. In this case of tiny, extremely tiny, in the electromagnetic momentum, wave will be dominated, because the particle size is extremely less, it is lesser than the subatomic particles. Whereas in case of normal objects, if you throw a stone, it may experience a vibration, but this vibration lambda is extremely high, and maybe the frequency is based on this elastic property of this material, based on the electric property of the material, and we call it as permeability and also the Young's modulus. This will be experience the wave property, and the wavelength will be decided based on the material property. Okay, next one is domain. Next domain we are going to discuss about electrical. Next is electrical domain. Next we will see about this electrical domain. In this case of electrical domain, here it's not a structural wave, and it is not, it's a non-visible wave. It's a vectoral directions. These waves of electrical waves are, we will have a current as like this harmonic wave, but we cannot see. If I have a conductor, I cannot see it as it's propagating a harmonic structure of propagation of this wave. We couldn't experience, because it seems to be like a vectoral waves. This propagation of the signal has been propagated as like this. Once in a condition, the current will propagate over here, and once in a condition, the current will be propagated over here. So the propagation of current may be represented as like a wave vector, and we call it as magnitude of current, and this is with respect to time. So when I am with respect to time, when I have a magnetic wave, when I have a current over here, the magnitude of propagation in the positive direction and negative directions. This is positive direction, this is negative direction. This may be propagated in this case. So over time the current will propagate over here, and over time the current will move over these directions. So this is it says in vectorial directions. So how, in which direction it will be propagated? In the positive side, it will be propagated over here, and the magnitude of propagation is keep on rising, and then it is reducing, and then it comes propagate in the next two directions. So this leads to makes a propagation of this current by this case. So here we will have this overall trajectory. I draw it as in vectoral direction, vectoral diagram. That vectoral diagram will be an harmonic one. So it is not a current may not be propagated as like an harmonic. There is no like a harmonic of structural aspects of the current in this case, but the direction of this current propagation will be represented as like a diagram. That diagram will be as like this. This is a negative direction, this is a positive direction. This is a negative direction comes in this directions, the positive direction comes in this directions. But here this will be going propagating is keep on rising in this direction. Once in a stage it makes a max peak, and then keep on reducing. Once in a stage it will be started propagating in the negative directions. It will be like this, and it will be like this. So if I take a DC current like this, it always been conducting in this one directions. It will be conducting always be in the conducting the one direction with the constant magnitude. So if I have a square wave, so when it reaches here, suddenly it goes to the peak, and it will go conduct in this case, and suddenly go to the negative and then conduct in this case. It will be conducting like this, conducting like this, conducting like this, conducting like this. So when you are integrating this, it experiences this propagations. So this is what we call it as an electrical kind of propagation of the signals. So this current and wave, best example is current, voltage, and we will have amperes. It can be a square wave, it can be an harmonic, it can be a spike, or it can be a triangle. We can have n number of options. This can be represented. All these are all vectoral one. All these are all vectoral direction of propagation of the signals. There is nothing called a physical wave as like this, but it is a representation by means of vectoral in this case of propagation of the signal as concerned. They doesn't have any physical view. There is no physical view by this case. That's what we call it. There is no physical view. Rather than they picture it as a vectoral direction, and the and the value. So, with this we have discussed about the different structures. So, what we have to go into is the electrical wave will supposed to take a different kind of vector directions. For example, it can be sawtooth, it can be triangle, or it can be sawtooth, or maybe it can be a square wave, and you can have n number of structure and a harmonic. It can be an harmonic or it can be direct DC. So, these kind of different kind of vector directions. It is not a physical structure to be known, it is not a physical structure, rather it is just a vector directions. It is like just like a vector directions. The propagation of current in this direction may be represented in the positive direction, and this direction may be represented in the negative part of this one. This is negative part and this is positive part. This is positive, this is negative. So, this will be calcified. So, the growth of this positive slowly like this and then decaying, growing, decaying and then increasing. This kind of structure we discussed in this electrical as concerned. Next thing is usually the current signals can be propagated by means of electromagnetic momentum as concerned. So, as per the momentum as concerned, we have it can be an magnetic momentum and it can be a kinematic, it can be an electrical. So, all momentum might have been taken in this 3-dimensional at the same time with the neighboring atoms or maybe molecules or maybe any substances, which will leads the signal to be propagated in this direction. Or here, whenever we are disturbing a system, it will be in the momentum with by means of magnetic, electrical and kinematics. In this case of current wave as concerned, it might have been possible in this case of electromagnetic electrical domain. And next one kind of this last one is magnetic domain. In this case of magnetic domain as concerned, this magnetic domain as concerned, we will be propagating the signals by means of magnetic momentum with this case. In this case of magnetic momentum, we have to be known that in this case of magnetic momentum as concerned, in this case of magnetic momentum as concerned, it was closely related to electrical, because by means of electrical you will experience this electromagnetic momentum. So, when you wanted to have a electrical to magnetic, magnetic to again to electrical, this device may call it as inductance. This inductance may be due to self inductance or maybe mutual inductance. So, with this when you propagating a current in a conductor, it will experience the magnetic field by means of magnetic field by means of electromagnet. So, that will again be in opposites in this direction. So, it again been converted into current in negative directions. So, and in this case of mutual direct inductance as kind, we are sending us a coil through this conduction and we have another conductor, and we are experiencing the magnetic field by the accumulating of n number of lines into the total magnetic field produced in a single coil into number of turns, and we will experience the magnetic field. This in turns being induced by this electromagnetic induction with this neighboring conductor. So, this we call it as mutual inductance. There we will experience the conductor which will be in this negative directions. Here if the current is flows in this direction, here the current will be flows in this opposite directions. So, this we call it as magnetic by this case. In this case of magnetic as concerned, there will be two kind of one, static magnet and electromagnet. In this case of static magnet, we have a static magnet, it has a magnetic field and it does not gives any wave structure. In this case, it does not give any wave structure. If we change this magnetic field with respect to time, we will experience this rate of change of magnet with respect to time, which will leads to make induction, electromagnetic induction with the neighboring coils, conductors or maybe in coils, which will generate some electromagnetic momentum. So, it will be there we will experience this current, that is a wave to be generated by this case. So, usually the magnetic field will be tangential to this propagation directions. If you send a current over here, with respect to 90 degree, the electromagnetic induction might have been experienced. So, this is tangential to this conductor as concerned. So, that is what we have discussed. So in this case of electrical as concerned, when we send a current through here and we will experience this magnetic field, when this rate of change of current will leads to create a rate of change of magnetic field. So if you have a static magnet, it has a magnetic field, but it doesn't create any waves. So if you make a disturbance with this magnetic field, there may be an harmonic, kind of magnetic field, a current flow, or maybe any magnetic field which leads to create some harmonic kind of electric fields. So the wave will be generated based on this rate of the change in the magnetic fields. So it may be in this case of motor as concerned, we are sending a current over here, we will make an induction through an inductor, we call it as a conductor or coil, or maybe an inductor. We will experience the magnetic field that will be cutted by this electric field against here. So it will be supposed to be attracted, so it will make a rotation over here. When you make, in this case of generators, we generate a magnetic torque, and with this torque we have winded with the coils, and this coil will be surrounded by a static magnetic field, or maybe this one magnetic field. It experiences this kinematic changes with this magnetic field, and so when it cuts here, it will generate this current over here. So this might have been 50-50 by this case. And next one is, final one is based on this physical appearance. This will be completed now, and final one is based on this physical experience. We will see this based on the physical experience by now. Next is based on physical experience, we will classify into physical, next is virtual, and next one is vectoral. And next one is standing. We will see now, in this case of physical aspects concerned, in this case of physical wave as concerned, it will be visible by the physically. For example, when I throw we have a water here. When I throw a stone over it, it experiences the wave in the surface, and it experiences the crust and trough in this inside the object. This we can see it by physically. So this we call it as physical wave. For example, just example is sound waves and water waves, tides, we call it as tides, and some we will have some vibrations. These are all, we call it as physical wave in this case. These waves are physical wave in this case, but usually in the solid medium the vibration might have been in the same aspects. If it is a very infinite long, we will experience the very long frequency by this case. So even in the surface of this materials also have a vibration. That vibration is also one kind of, it's also the harmonic kind of waves. It can be harmonic or it can be any of this case. Even electromagnetic is also possible in this case of conductor as concerned. Next one is virtual. In this case of virtual as concerned, for example, I have a device. That device will generate some particular wave. So that waves can be, we call it as virtual waves. We have a device, and this device will take and it will give us some harmonic kind of wave, or it can be and some distance kind of wave, or it can be simple impulse kind of wave. This we call it as virtual waves, and it cannot be visible with this case. Next one is vector wave. In this case of vector wave as concerned, it represents the direction of flow. For example, this is the conductor, the direction of flow may be in this direction or it may be in this direction. So it can be represented as this case. When the current moves in this direction, this is the magnitude. This is I magnitude, and when it is propagated in this with respect to time. So when the I magnitude keep on increasing with respect to here, and once in a stage it stops and its intensity is reduced, and once in a stage it becomes 0, and then it draws in this negative direction of propagation. So it will be grows as like this. This we call it as vector based one. For example, we call it as voltage, current, and some kind of waves we call it as in vector based one, vector based waves. And finally we call it as standing waves. The standing waves is something interesting we have kept here, and when you give any disturbance, it experiences this and it experiences this. So, it can be like this, it can be more as like this. It can be, for example, I am holding here, this is standing wave, I am holding here, this is a standing wave, this is supported, these two are simply supported. Within the simply supported atmosphere, we are experiencing the wave. This bend is supported here, this is supported here. Within this, I have this wave. This wave we call it as standing wave by this case. And the next thing we have to discuss now is property of this wave. Okay. Next is, when we have an wave, within this medium, it has constant velocity. In the same medium, with the wave is propagated in the same medium, so it can be thrust and trough, it will be in the same medium. When the wave is propagated over here, when the wave is medium 1, medium 2, so medium 1, medium 2, this will have a permeability. Permeability will have interbonding structure, and also we call it as an elastic property of this material. So, this will decides the velocity and vibration aspects, because it will decides this interbonding aspects. This will decide the interbonding aspects of this systems. So, based on this, when the wave is propagated, the bonds will be getting, due to the bond, it will be supposed to go for a vibration or structural changes due to the changes which will by means of momentum actions. So, with this continuous momentum action, and leads to make a vibration in this oscillation, structural changes in this bonding aspects with the material structure and the positions, spatial positions, so that the wave will be propagated. If it is the same medium, the bending aspects is same, so the wave does not get any disturbance, it will be propagated with the same velocity, same frequency, same lambda, but wavelength. So, if it experiences the different medium, so here that permeability is mu1, here permeability is mu2, and its bonding aspect is different. Maybe it is very compressed. Assume that we have compressed here, and this is loosely coupled, and this is tightly coupled. So, when this has been here the bonding aspects is different, and the permeability will leads to, that will decide the permeability and also elastic property. With this, because of this permeability and elastic property and this one, it will make something different to vibrate than this previous, because this kind of bonding is different, because this number of objects inside and bonding aspects and the permeability is different, but here the permeability and the bonding aspects is different. So, the vibration is also something different. So, it experiences this changing in the velocity. So, the mu will be changed. So, mu will be changed and the velocity lambda will be changed. So, the velocity is also changed, will reduce or maybe increase. So, if it is velocity, if this permeability is high, velocity is reduced, if the permeability is less, velocity is increased. So, with this case, so because that permeability will decide the interbonding aspects. If the permeability is very high, so it is very difficult to propagate in this case. So, if the permeability is very less, it is very easy to propagate, because the interbonding aspects is less. So, because of the signal will be propagated. So, this will be varied based on this permeability of this medium. So, it is very hard to make a propagation of the signal in this directions. If it is a homogeneous medium, there is no changes in the medium. So, the signal may not take changes in the lambda and mu. So, it will propagate with the same aspects. When it is changes the permeability in this different aspects, because of this variation, the oscillation of the bonding aspects is changed. So, because of this oscillation, the direction will also be changed. For example, I have a prism over here and I send a wave, it will be reflected and it will gives a different kind of fringes. Because of this different permeability medium, it takes different kind of reflection and refraction due to this change of this wave, because of the input wave which will be vibrated with the different aspects. So, it will takes different kind of vibration for the different kind of frequencies. So, it will takes a deviated by this case. So, with this and with this I am concluding this lecture on wave, and I will have, if I have furthermore idea on this wave on this aspects. I did not discuss about the wave harmonic kind of formulation aspects, and the formulation aspect is simple, everybody knows, is that if I take a wave if I take a current wave I max into sine I max into sine omega t plus phi. And as voltage is concerned, V max cos omega t plus phi. So, this we call it as the real aspects of this formulation, and we will discuss with the clear analysis on the wave aspects in the forthcoming lecture with the lecture 2 videos, and we will discuss much more about the formulation and the enhanced version of this definition and the classification of these waves much more in the forthcoming lecture. Thank you.